Hey everybody, this is Geneva of Geneva's Closet, and I'm back again. I'm sorry, I'm like reading stuff. Um, I was like, let me come on and talk about these other things that I've seen that I posted on Geneva's Closet. Make sure that if you haven't already done so, that you follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, because that's where a lot of these articles are at. And this one is, what is this? This Texas father charged with gluing 1-year-old daughter's mouth and eyes shut. When I posted this yesterday on Geneva's Closet, I was like, you think you done seen everything. You think you done seen and heard everything. And my purpose of bringing these things to y'all is because to let you know what type of world we live in, the type of crazy people that we have in the world. So let me read this one. And this was from Wednesday, September 26th. And this is abc7.com from Odessa, Texas. A father suspected of gluing shut the eyes and mouth of his 1-year-old daughter has been arrested in West Texas. El Paso County records show 29-year-old Johnny Lee Carter was being held on a charge of injury to a child causing serious bodily injury. On September 16th, Odessa police were called to a domestic disturbance and found the girl with facial injuries and her mouth and eyes glued. According to an affidavit, the toddler's mother told police that Carter choked and punched the girl, then applied adhesive. A super glue stick was found nearby. Carter had fled. Carter was arrested Monday at a motel in El Paso. He faces, he's going to be shipped to Odessa, some 270 miles away. Online records didn't list an attorney who can speak on Carter's behalf. Mm, 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 mm. He beat and choked the 1-year-old girl and then super glued her eyes and mouth shut. I mean, we've heard of children being raped, they've been cut up, they've been beaten, they've been thrown around. People have molested babies. They've took babies and shook them to death, took the babies and threw them, So we've definitely heard a lot. But I don't know if I ever heard of somebody gluing their children's eyes and mouth shut. That's just, I'm telling you, people. So if you thought that you have heard of everything, I'm just here to tell you that you haven't. This is a crazy world that we live in. That's why I be putting hashtag the world we live in, because this is a crazy world in the United States. And let the record show that 95% of the news that I be posting on Geneva's Closet is from the United States. So this is the place that we live. And it is crazy as I don't know what. Did y'all hear? Because I don't even know if you all watch. Where is it at? I'm trying to find it. I don't even know if you all watch 90 Day Fiance, but I know I do, and especially the new episodes. And you all know that black woman. What is her name? Angela, the older black woman, the older white woman that's dating the African. You know, the African guy, the one who loved Donald Trump, who just want to get over to the United States. When I see this on Radar Online, it said 90 Day Fiance star Angela Deems, her daughter. So if you watch 90 Day Fiance, do you know the woman who went over to Africa to meet old boy? Her daughter, the one she be talking on the phone with, the one who like, Mom, I don't know if you should be with him. I think he's trying to use you for your money. It could be a scam, which he is, but she pleaded not guilty in a child rape case. I was like, what the hell is going on? So let me read to you what it said, just in case y'all don't know. It said 90 Day Fiance star Angela Dean daughter is declaring her innocence against the 13-year-old child molestation and rape charges against her. This is what Radar Online can exclusively reveal. Scotty Dean's lawyer, Frank Smith, exclusively told Radar of their upcoming October 1st, that's in a few days, 2018 arraignment, will be entering a non-guilty plea and asking for a jury trial. As Radar broke earlier today, Scotty, I guess that's the daughter, was arrested for aggravated child molestation and aggravated sodomy in September 2017 when the grandmother of the victim contacted authorities approximately 2 months prior to Miss Scotty Dean, a good friend of the family, had juvenile at her home while her boyfriend was out of town. The arrest report obtained from Hazelhurst Police Department in Georgia read, while the juvenile was there with her and her children, Miss Dean has sexual intercourse with the juvenile. The alleged intercourse happened 2 to 3 times at Scotty's home, that's the daughter, from July 2017 to August 2017. She was sleeping with a 17-year-old. I guess it all okay. Her mama running over to Africa to meet a man that ain't bit more thinking about her. Yeah, no, he just trying to get over to America so he can, make America great again too. I guess the African, he don't, I don't know what he think. Bill, he thought Donald Trump was the best, as far as business and entrepreneurs or whatever. And then your daughter, she not running to another country. She's staying right here in her state, but she's sleeping around with a 13-year-old. Mm, 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 mm. I bet they wish they had never came on TV because now your whole life is blasted on TV. Did y'all hear about children eating flower seeds to get high? When I posted this on Geneva Talks yesterday, I was like, do the people know this? I ain't never heard nothing about children that's eating flower seeds, plant seeds to get high. Let me read to you what it say. And this is coming from clicktohouston.com, dated September 26. The 1960s brought us tie-dye and sit-ins. Hippie smoked marijuana and tripped on acid. And they must have did that other stuff too, because it was some other stuff they was doing too. Fast forward to today, and flower power has sprouted again. Teenagers and young adults are eating flower seeds to get high. Okay. And this lady that works at a plant thing says they sell trees, plants, and garden knickknacks, plus veggies and a lot of seeds for planting, like morning glory. We have heavenly blue. It's a flower. It's a beautiful flower. It can vine up pretty much anything. But as a seed, people have been eating it for generations to get a hallucinogenic high. They actually do contain a tiny amount of chemical that is closely related to LSD. Brown warns parents that hard drugs aren't the only dangerous substance kids are willing to try. Most kids today is not one substance like cocaine or alcohol or marijuana, Brown said. Most of them are doing more than one substance to get high. With these seeds, users will ingest high amounts with serious consequences. You'll usually go through a pretty severe period, an hour or two of vomiting, nausea, feeling pretty bad, said Brown. They may be doing something crazy, drive, jump off a cliff, or think they can fly. Despite the scary effects, kids are still trying flower seeds and they know where to find them. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them at hardware stores and seed shops. And of course, you can order them on the internet. KPRC2 ordered a package right to our newsroom. Parents need to check their children's internet search and purchase history looking for odd transactions. The problem with the ones you buy there is they are coated because they're not meant for consumption with insecticide and mercury containing compounds to preserve them. It can be toxic in large amounts. They can actually cause heart problems, stroke-like symptoms, so pretty severe stuff, vein restrictions, they can put you in an emergency room. That's basically it. So now we got to check the kids because they might be eating flower seeds. They might be going to Walmart or the plant store buying plant seeds. Did y'all know that? Did anybody know that? Man, they stuff just keeps changing. Oh Lord. Lord, I try to talk to my children about the different drugs that's out, so what do we as parents do? This is 2018. Okay. So we talk to them about the crack, the cocaine, the marijuana, and then you got to think about the new stuff that's out right now. Okay, X, okay, Percocets, don't be taking any Adderall and hydrocodones. We got to make sure that we tell them about pain meds. And then we gotta let them know that stuff that Lil Wayne be drinking in the cup, the syrup. Children don't drink, don't do that. Okay. But and then what is that? That K2 stuff that you can go to the store and buy that's supposed to be like marijuana, but it's the bad version. Okay, we gotta remember about that because we've seen that in the news. But who the hell knew about flower seeds? Now I'm gonna have to sit down and talk to my children about flower seeds because people are getting high off anything. I mean, what is it? People don't just want to be in the world that we live in. These kids got to go somewhere else. They feel the need to go somewhere else. And that's a shame that they feel that way. That's a shame that in their mind. Because what is going on so bad in a child's life that you got to be doing that much drugs and stuff at this early age? I mean, unless your family life is just that bad. What the hell? You ain't paying no bills. I mean, the children ain't doing nothing. I mean, the parents is practically taking care of everything, and they using their free time to go out there and to Walmart and the stores and go buy plant seeds and get high off the plant seeds. There's nothing new under the sun. I'm pretty sure if I went and did some research right now, I can find out about some kids doing some that they was doing that back in the day. So it's new to me, but I'm pretty sure it's not new to the Most High. He like, okay, it's just again. Matter of fact, it never stopped. Did you hear about the Texas back school that expelled a black girl because she didn't want to do the Pledge of Allegiance? This is dated. This is from BBC News, and this is dated September 26, 2018. The state of Texas is backing a school that expelled a black student after she refused to stand for the flag during the U.S. Pledge of Allegiance. Now, I know that must have hurt white people's heart when they seen that girl didn't want to stand up and when all this hoopla started. Because white people, I'm not trying to talk about y'all, but then again, I'm talking about y'all. Y'all are very patriotic. I mean, in the land of the free. I mean, y'all seriously patriotic. I mean, but I get it, though. I get it. I mean, I probably would be very patriotic too if I felt like this was my country loved me, my country is here for me, things, this is just my country. I love my country and my country loves me. And I pledge allegiance to the flag. It almost needs to be a Hitler type of thing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Black people don't feel that way. Just like I said in another video, first of all, we were forced to come over here, treated like slaves, and we were treated like slaves when we were here. Then you wanted us to stay slaves. Then when we wasn't slaves anymore, we were still mistreated. Our ancestors was hosed and dogs was chased and they were spit on, But did I forget about the part about killing people and raping and cutting off penises and dragging people on the cars and hanging them on the trees? And I think I forgot about that part before I went to the dogs and everything else. And then when black people were trying to be prosperous and build, just like Black Wall Street, y'all went in there and tore it down. We seen Rosewood. Is that the name of the movie with Rosewood? And we seen that what they did to them black people based on a true story. Come on now. But the movie was kind of good compared to if you read what really happened during that Rosewood time when they made that movie. Okay. And we still get no love and respect. We see it all the time on the news, just no love and no respect. But you got the nerve, the pure to think that we're supposed to be standing up there and feel as patriotic as you do, knowing good and darn well, because we've been told this many, many times, black people, I think black people today are just now starting to realize, wait a minute. When they wrote that Constitution, they wrote the Constitution in that year, and at that time, my ancestors were slaves. They wasn't writing that for us. That had nothing even to do with us. None of that. The Constitution, wait a minute, the laws, when they were writing the laws, during the time they were writing the laws, they didn't have no respect for us. That was not written for us. They never had any of that in mind when they were writing these things. It had nothing to do about us because we were supposed to be slaves and like cooking and cleaning and stuff. But anyway, let me get back to the article. It says Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton intervened on Tuesday to defend the Houston area school district in the lawsuit with the student India Landry. That's the little girl's name. Miss Landry, 18. She 18, filed a lawsuit after she was expelled last year from Winfern High School. The case comes amid political tensions over respect for the American flag. You know, because white people, y'all want us to, respect that. Well, respect us. Anybody thinking about no dang on flag? You can't respect a whole human being person that breathes and loves and has feelings and all of that, but you expect us to respect some material? Really, bitch? That makes no sense to me. But anyway, let me go back onto the article. School children cannot refuse to participate in the pledge, Mr. Paxton, the state's most senior law enforcement officer, said in a news release. The U.S. Supreme Court has repeatedly held that parents have a fun. Let me say this right. I have to say this right because y'all know I'm very. The U.S. Supreme Court has repeatedly held that parents have a fundamental interest in guiding the education and upbringing of their children, which is a critical aspect of liberty guaranteed by the Constitution. What the hell does that have to do with me raising a well put together child? Can you please tell me? The U.S. Supreme Court has repeatedly held that us as parents, listen to this, black people, that you as a parent, you have a fundamental interest in guiding the education and upbringing of your children, which is a critical aspect of liberty guaranteed by the Constitution. Liberty guaranteed for who? Anyway, the girl's lawsuit against Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District says her right to free speech and due process were violated when she was expelled on October 2nd, 2017, people. Her lawyer said it is rare for the Attorney General to intervene in a civil rights case. The reason he's challenging this case is that it's election time. Oh, really? Ain't it always got something to do with some politics? Somebody just want to stay in office. We know how that goes. Then it says last year, Miss Landry, the 18-year-old that was expelled, the black girl because she didn't want to do the Pledge of Allegiance, told reporters her opposition to the pledge was political and that she was inspired by the NFL players kneeling for the U.S. national anthem. She said a school official told her this isn't the NFL. They're like, this is school. This is not the NFL. Same flag, ain't it? You can take the flag and move it over here to the left, to the right, down. It's still the same flag representing the exact same thing. So it does not matter that that's the NFL and they doing the kneeling and the whatever for the flag for their reason. The flag represents the same thing across the board. So he can get it, Within days, she sued Landry, the 18-year-old that was expelled for not doing the Pledge of Allegiance, stating that administrators had been whipped into a frenzy by the publicity of African American National Football League players kneeling for the national anthem. I don't think the flag is for what it's for, liberty and justice for all, she told KHOU-TV at the time. It's not obviously what's going on in America today. The lawsuit also accuses the principal, vice principal, secretary, and 2 teachers of treating her unfairly because she's Black. And Mr. Paxson submitted a court filing referring to a Texas state law that allows parents to submit a letter stating that their children will not stand for the pledge. But he says standing is not optional for students who do not have parental permission. Requiring the pledge to be recited at the start of every school day has the result of fostering respect for our flag and a patriotic love for our country. Mr. Paxson said in a legal brief. What did he say? Requiring the pledge to be recited at the start of every school day has the result of fostering respect for our flag. And Black people don't get no respect. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? We got more love for the flag than you do for us. And you expect us to respect. I mean, that be pissing me off. Like they think that we stupid or something. Like they think that we stupid or something. That video that I just did with the talking about the in the Lansing, Illinois situation where the police was skeptical about the Halloween display that was hanging up. I don't know if I mentioned in that video. In that video that the neighbor who put that thing up there, the black mannequin thing, this tied up hands and foot, this being hung on a tree, that she was Hispanic. She was Hispanic. They said Mexican. So I'm just throw that out there. Now to you, I mean, like, I don't know. Like people look, because I don't know what everybody minds that. Black people, we are one, but we think all over the place sometimes. So I don't know where your mind is at, but I know where my mind is at. Regardless of the fact that she's Hispanic, and my mind is still white, because we know that there are black Hispanics that look Black, that you like, oh my God, I thought you were Black. I had no idea. You look Black. Your hair look Black, your skin look Black. You look Black, but you talk in Spanish and you got an accent, so you're Hispanic. And then we know that there are the ones that we majority of the time, the more European looking ones, the lighter skinned ones, very light looking white skinned ones with that stringy type of hair. To me, those are the European Hispanic people. So it made sense. So you may watch that video, hit the link, go to the article and watch the video and be like, but this is a Mexican. And so the Mexican woman said that she had Black friends. So what? Black people are so, oh my God, it's the Mexican. You all are minorities. At the end of the day, it's a European Mexican. So there's a difference. And if you don't know the difference, I don't know why you don't know the difference, unless you like 10 or 15 or something. I don't know. I do not know. I think people need to live a little, learn people, pay attention to people, pay attention to personalities, pay attention to spirits. We definitely have to pay attention to spirits, because spirits repeat them. Spirits are one of the same. One of the same. You can see an attitude spirit in one person, their demeanor, and you can see that exact same spirit somewhere else in another person doing some of the exact same things. Why? Because that spirit is never really going to change. For the most part, it's always going to be that way. So we have to pay attention to those things. We definitely have to pay attention to those things. But I just wanted to come on here, people, and read you about the news that's going on in the world that we live in. The world that we live in. Make sure that you like, share this video, and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so. And then make sure that you follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. Let me go to my comment section right quick. Go to the comments, since I barely been going to the comments lately. Even though I'm going live, I'm live and still not on the comments. I barely. Oh my God. Hey Daryl, how you doing? And Katie and Sheila and all of y'all, how you doing this morning? Z Brown and Chill. Chill is here. Chill, I had no idea you was here. And Michelle, is it Michelle? Pierre? I'll just say Pierre. How you doing? Pierre, Gigi, I don't know if I ever seen you before. I don't never know if I ever seen you before, Gigi. Gigi said they told us not to spank the kids. They did tell us not to spank the kids. They told us that we can't spank them, but we got to force them to do the Pledge of Allegiance. We have to force them. Casher said the United Snakes of America, Jim Crow law still exists in 2018, 19, 20, 29, 37, 50. Is always going to be this way. It's always going to be this way. That's why I be telling people, I understand about people trying to be optimistic and stuff and then do that whole thing. And, we hope that the world be a better place. And how come we can't all come together and unite and the world be a better place? It's not going to be a better place. Now, I don't know if people just don't want to hear that, or maybe I just like to keep it real. I don't know if you read Revelations, people. Have you been reading Revelations? Did you read it? Do you understand that times is going to get worse before they get better? Each year, as time goes on, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. It's not going to get any better. So, and we know that. We know that. I know that. Because I say all the time, because sometimes I feel like my mother. Now I understand what she was talking about. I be sitting up there thinking about, oh my God, my granddaughter. Woo-wee. I can just imagine when my granddaughter become grown. Women probably just gonna be walking out booty, butthole, nipples, vagina naked, just booty naked, just on the street. I guess you can just walk around with a pasty on your nipple and maybe a thong and some heels, and you can go to the store like that. Because they damn near doing it now. But what they do is that they wear them outfits when they go into the club. That's when they be half naked in the club. You see full booty cheeks in the club. Now we see nipples. They are showing the nipples. So I'm just like, hey, when my granddaughter become an adult or a teenager, women gonna be walking around booty, butthole, neck. They're gonna be doing drugs on the street. TV. What you mean TV? Don't you remember when they used to bleep stuff out? Don't you remember? They barely said B-I-T and A's and all of that. They just let it roll. They showing a lot on TV. And I was shocked when the time came and they started showing men kissing, women kissing on TV. Now, I know the whole game, whatever, lesbian community is like, but show part of us. We want to see ourselves on TV. We want to see that. We want to, I don't want my child to see that. I don't want my son to be seeing two men kissing on the damn TV. What type of, there's enough stuff for me to explain about to my children. That's already been going on, all the drama and the killings and the drugs. Like I said, now I got to talk to my son and my kids about banning flower seeds and getting high off of flower seeds. But now I got to sit here and talk to my son about why two men are kissing and tugging it down on TV, And, I don't even know what to say about that. Matter of fact, I do got something to say about that. My thing I got to say about that is that I remember there was a point in time that Black people have always been, in my opinion, very spiritual. We have been. There's always we're going to have to pray as God said, or, we're going to church with a grandmother. We know a family member to go to church or whatever, like it's in there for your grandmother, your aunt, or your mama or something to be like, we're going to pray for you or whatever the case may be. There's always been that there. I don't know if we too busy copying off of people or whatever, because we had a point in time that we seen how some of them things were off, but now anything goes. Any and everything goes. And I don't know if anything and everything goes because we really 100% believe that, or are we copying off the other nationalities? Can we be our own selves? We have no culture at all. We have no culture. That's probably, and I'm pretty sure that's why when I started wearing my scarves or whatever, people will call me Aunt Jemima. Now, who would do that? Why would a black person call a black woman, why would a black woman call another black woman Aunt Jemima for putting the scarf on her head? Why? Because am I supposed to be going to buy bundles? Would that make the black woman feel better about Geneva if Geneva had a whole bunch of bundles? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, people, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even like that video that I just did talking about that lynching. That thing hanging off the tree. If you go over there and you click on that link and you watch that video, because after I got done doing that video, me and my daughter was sitting here talking because I had played the video for her because she was like, they really did that? And she seen a picture of it. She was like, that's crazy. I can't believe that they would allow them to hang that up. And I showed her the video and whatever. And what I noticed was that, my opinion, I think that if black people would have took a white something and hung it up on a tree as if they lynching or hanging a white person, I think them white people, Hispanic, I don't give a damn who it is, would have went over there and cut that damn thing down, cut it down, burnt it. Because we get no respect. They don't give a damn about it being on your property. But I seen the respect that the black people had for the Mexican woman's home and this disrespectful thing hanging in her tree. They recorded it. They called the police. I'm pretty sure that those are all things that they should have done. Recorded it, called the police, handled it that way. The police really wasn't going to handle it. They said they were going to cut it. They didn't cut it down. You know. Then it just made me think that I don't know if black people sometimes we be mean with our own selves, but we give other nationalities all the respect in the world. I mean, like they get the respect. We walk on eggshells for them. You know what I mean? That's why people watch what they say all the time. That's why I refuse to be politically correct on Geneva's Closet. I refuse to walk on eggshells and say what you want, what you think that I should be saying. There ain't no FDA or FAA or whatever radio rules over here. I can say what I feel. Majority of the time, I am talking as if I'm not even on the screen, and I'm sitting here talking to my man. And how we would have our regular barbershop, beauty shop conversations. That's how I be trying to, talk to y'all. I try to talk to y'all just like how Jesus, the Messiah, spoke to the Israelites, just like how Moses spoke to the Israelites, just like how Noah spoke to the Israelites, just like how the Most High God spoke to the Israelites. He was speaking to a certain group of people. Now, I understand, like I said before, that I'm on social media, I'm on YouTube, and other people will see this. But for the most part, people, I am talking to you. So if you get offended by what I say, I instantly start feeling like there's some coonery or something up in there. Because I expect for other people to feel offended by some of the things I say. I know that already, but I'm not really even talking to them. I'm talking to you. And that's why, because I'm talking to you, I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and I don't really give a damn how anybody feel about it. So yes, I do feel like that black people sometimes walk on eggshells for the other nationalities. You watch how you say things because you don't want to offend anybody. And I don't know, because I don't want all white people to, and I don't want to say certain things because, they're like majority of the purchasers for the businesses and the stuff like that. So I don't want to offend. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. I feel like I need to speak to my people and say how I feel about it. And maybe y'all feel the same way too. If you don't, hey, I've said many times before, there are 7 to 8 billion. I will repeat that. Based on their estimations. I haven't counted the people tried to estimate. They said there are 7 to 8 billion people on the earth. Do I expect all of them to agree with me? No. A billion, probably not. About a million, I don't really know. About 100,000, I don't know. It may be 100,000, but I don't even know. About 50, it could be about 50,000 people that agree with. I don't know. But I don't expect everyone to agree with me. But that's okay, because I don't agree with everything that I see. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real, people. But anyway, This is Geneva, Geneva's Closet, doing what I do best. I'm just keeping it real. That's why this is called Geneva's Closet. Because I'm giving you the information of the tea out of my closet, how I feel about the situation. And if y'all got some information that you want me to talk about or something like that, just like Miss Pamela did with that whole situation with the thing hanging in the tree, because she from Illinois and I didn't know anything about it, girl. So thank you for sending me that, because what you did by sending me that information, Pamela, was you had enlightened me on some stuff in the Midwest that I had no idea about. So actually, when y'all send me stuff, send me email, genevascloset22@gmail.com. It helps me out in learning stuff because I'm always willing to learn something new. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm only 40 years old. I got a long ways to go if the Most High allow me to keep on living. So I'm definitely willing to keep on learning. So send it to me. Let me know, people. Katie, girl, you want to look at Katie? And Superwoman strong. The time that you admit that you a Superwoman, you letting everybody know to get the hell out of your face. Because I'm strong today. Really? Represent, girl, represent. Black Pixie is only having no Black Pixie. She said, girl, Essie really gave you high regards on her channel and this tea mess. I appreciate Miss Berry. I love Miss Berry. She's a sweetheart. I totally got her back. 500% I got her back. If she ever need me, I am there for her. I don't give a damn about what people say about she make too many videos and she whatever. I know Essie. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I know her spirit. I know her spirit. I have met her spirit before. I've met it before. That's how come when I started talking to, we have never personally met each other face to face. All of our conversations have been on the phone or video, whatever. But when I started talking to her and I seen the type of person she was, I instantly said, I know that spirit. I have an auntie who's just like that, outspoken, tell you how she feels. She don't give a damn. You never know what's going to come out of her mouth, when it's going to come out of her mouth. So I know that spirit before. So I know that there's no malicious intent there. She's not crazy. She's just one of them people. Like everybody can't be like Geneva. Everybody can't be like my sister. Everybody can't be like some of the y'all. There are different people on this earth with different personalities. So she is who she is. And then that's why I feel like Monique, the comedian Monique, she reminds me of Essie. She reminds me of Essie. I think that the Monique that we see on TV be the yes, my love. Yes, my love. But I think behind closed doors, she be snapping. Y'all remember old comedic Monique back in the day when she was doing a stand-up comedy when she was a little bit bigger, when she would curse you out in a heartbeat? She probably just got a little bit older and then, pull back a little bit. But I think behind closed doors, she's that. Just like that. If she got something on her mind, she gonna say it. She don't give a damn about how you feel about it. She don't care about how you try to talk about her standing up for her truth. It's her truth. You can't say nothing about nobody else's truth. And I appreciate Essie for trusting me and stuff. Right, because she has no reason not to. I'm not gonna do anything to her. So if she asks me to do something to her, Geneva, here go my password. Can you whatever? What am I gonna do with a password? Just ask what she asked me to do with it. And then when I get done, I'm done. I'm not even that type of person. I'm just living life, people. I just want to live life and just live it. Girl, you going to see Monique tomorrow? What's she doing tomorrow? Is she doing a comedy show? I would love to see her. I like Monique. Hey, Adrian, girl, don't worry about it. You can just do the replay. Just when I'm done, just hit the replay thing. Yeah, but I do appreciate Essie saying what she said, during all the mess of the YouTube drama. There's a lot of YouTube drama going on. Now, I know that y'all probably thinking of only this YouTube drama, but it's a lot of YouTube drama, period. YouTube is like a damn soap opera. You don't even got to watch TV. Forget the dang on TV. Just go on YouTube and just sit there and look at the drama. And I mean, I guess a little drama is always entertaining, I guess so. But it can come off a little embarrassing sometimes. Like, don't y'all think that it can come off a little embarrassing to see black people going back and forth like that and coming so hard, I mean, just going hard on each other. You know what I mean? And to each his own how people talk, but because I have always been a huge cursor. I've always been a huge cursor. If it wasn't for Chad, if it wasn't for my man making me pay attention to the things I'm doing and be like, Geneva, can you refrain from doing all of that cursing? Can you just fall back a little bit? Like, I know you're used to that, but that's not ladylike. And I'm just, at first I was, what you mean that ain't ladylike? I can say what the I want to say. And but once you think about it, I guess it's not really that ladylike that every word that comes out of my mouth have to be a curse word. And when I'm mad, every word that come out of my mouth have to be a curse word, as if I'm not smart and educated enough to figure out how to snap on somebody or go off on somebody without every other word coming out of my mouth got to be a curse word, and me calling them all type of bitches and hoes and all of this type of stuff. No, I think I'm pretty smart and more than capable of expressing myself without constantly spitting out curse words. I mean, but then that's just me. I'm 40 years old. I done got to this point. But yeah, but when you see that on YouTube and stuff and everyone coming down on each other, then you realize, wait a minute, these are all black people. All this drama on the black people. I wonder if white people looking at this like, oh my God. They can't even be on YouTube and do a simple YouTube videos without all the drama. I have no idea. They can't just do regular videos. Oh my God. So I don't know. It was kind of embarrassing for me. I was in the background like this. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-mm. Yep. I said, I'm staying out of that. Y'all not finna get me in that. I'm gonna talk about the real issues that's going on in the world. Ain't nothing wrong with a little celebrity tea every once in a while. Just for the simple fact that I be like, dang, celebrities, y'all are rich. You got the fame, the stardom, all of the things, and I'm assuming that you said you wanted, yet and still, you still ain't happy. Yet and still, you're always on the blogs, TMZ. It's always something with you. Always. I mean, you sat back and you prayed for better days. You said, I want to be rich and famous. I want people to know my name. I want to be a star. I want to stand on stage with hundreds of thousands of millions of people watching me. And, I want to be able to buy and purchase anything that I want to have. And I want to meet all of these people and travel the world. And then you get that. And then you constantly on the news. You're fighting and there's always something. That's, I guess, how you know that money ain't everything. Just stardom and being famous, it's not all cracked up to what they make it appear to be. Because then in that case, you should have prayed for it. You got it. You should be good. We shouldn't even be hearing about you you should be living your best life. The only time we should be hearing about these celebrities is when they're doing a show. They got a new role. But that's not the case. So get out of here. Don't nobody want to be no celebrity. Yeah, I'll be a celebrity. I'll stay here on YouTube and live my YouTube life. You know what I mean? Let Geneva be okay. Let Geneva be okay. Superwoman said, knowledge is kryptonite to the enemy. It sure is. Hey, Tag Girl. Girl, I'm doing good, just living life. Darnell said, Chad is a great man. Oh, you know what he is, Darnell? Very much so. He definitely be like, Geneva. Just like I said in another video, when I said I was making them comments about, well, that's how I am. Somebody say something to me I don't like, I snap off. I snap off real quick because that's how I am. I get mad real quick. It's hard for me I go from 0 to 100 real quick because that's how I am. And Chad was like, I don't think that's how you are. I don't think that when your mother gave birth to you, when the Most High was creating you inside your mother's womb, that he had expected that you was going to come out with this attitude and snapping off and going from 0 to 100 real quick. And that's not how you are. Things has transpired in your life that has caused you to be that way. But now that you have realized that, you need to check yourself and come up out of that. Because if not, Geneva, You are going to be 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, still with an attitude, still talking about, well, that's how I am at 50 and 60. You say something to me, I snap off because I go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, when is it going to end? When? When is it going to end? When are you going to learn to have patience? Are you going to be driving at 60 years old still? I wish these cars get from in front. When is it going to end, Geneva? And I say that to y'all too. I say it to you too, because we can definitely get caught up in that. Well, that's how I am. But no, it ain't. I'm pretty sure you probably was not like that at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something happened in your life, whatever them experiences were, that caused you to be that way. But once you realize you're that way and you realize that it is affecting you and some of the things that you do in your life, dealing with people, maneuvering around, then I'm assuming, I'm guessing that it is time to check yourself. Literally check yourself. Now, we don't always have people around us to tell us, look, boo, you need to check yourself. And that's because we either got yes people around us, or we have the exact same spirit and aura of people around us. So they're the exact same way too. So they're not going to check you on their stuff because they need some checking. And so they don't see it. But I'm here to tell you to check yourself. I had to do me. Why you don't have to do you? You thought just me that I'm just supposed to check mine. And then you're going to still continue to do. And ain't nobody going to tell you. Well, I'm here to tell you something different today. And Geneva's Closets. Well, people, I'm done. Make sure you like. That's why I don't like saying it, because I never remember how I go. Make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer just dropped in. We see you, girl. We see you. She said, I'm gonna be checking myself. We have to. Girl, look, I'm still checking myself. I'm not saying he's done with me. I'm not saying he done. I'm just trying to, I'm working on myself. There are times that I get in that car and the speed limit is 45. And I can't quite comprehend in my mind why the person in front of me is doing about 40, 41. I don't understand it. And I instantly find myself getting irritated, especially if I can't go around, or I'm in a 1-lane road and I'm stuck behind you and I can't do my full 45, 47, damn near 50, because you got me doing 42. Geneva be about ready to snap. And then I have to woo-sigh and say, girl, if you don't get yourself together, you finna sit up here and get your whole attitude started because somebody driving 3 miles slower than you feel like they should. Geneva, check yourself. Anyway, people, make sure that you follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. And I'll be back to talk to y'all soon, people. Love you, my Geneva's Closet subscribers. I'll talk to you later, people. Bye.